we just take a minute to appreciate this top? I mean, it's so cute. This was €8 from Penny. Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. I hope you're having a lovely day. For today's video, I'm going to be filming a video on why social media makes me feel insecure. This is a video I've wanted to do for a very long time, and I did film a video quite similar to this. It was the disadvantages and advantages of social media, but I deliberately didn't talk about the things I'm going to talk about today because I knew that I wanted to dedicate my own video to this. And yeah, so without any further ado, actually before any further ado, if you would like to subscribe, please do. I'm almost on 400 subscribers and it would mean the world if you could subscribe. If you do enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up, comment and subscribe. And yeah, if you want to see me do any videos or if you'd like for me to film something, let me know in the comments or on my social medias, which are linked down below. But without any further ado, let's get into the video. So I am a massive social media lover. I absolutely love social media. I have accounts on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, Pinterest, YouTube, Tumblr at one point. That's it. Sorry, I have my iPad down here just in case. I made some notes so I could keep on track. So if I'm looking down, that is why. And yeah, I love using social media because, sorry, my iPad is acting up. I love using social media because you get to see what other people are up to, and you can kind of let your personality and who you are, you can, an opportunity to express yourself on social media, and that is something I absolutely love about it. However, a lot of reasons and elements as to why social media has been making me feel bad and more worse myself. Social media has been kind of tarnishing my confidence a little bit and making me feel a little bit more self-conscious about certain things, and those are the things that I'm going to talk about today. So I'm going to tackle this video in two ways and mention two things, like two different points, and kind of tackle them somehow. So the first point is body image and stuff like that, and the second is lifestyle. So I'm going to go straight into those. So the first one I'm going to talk about is body image. And yeah, recently I've been seeing more and more people looking amazing on social media. So I'll be scrolling through Instagram particularly, or Pinterest. They're the ones that I kind of get my makeup inspiration or outfit inspiration and all of that stuff, and those are of course good things. You get to get inspired. However, I just suddenly, like, I look through Instagram and I see all of these beautiful people who have like amazing bodies and amazing makeup and amazing, you know, they just look unreal, and I feel very self-conscious looking at that, and I compare them to myself. So I compare everything about that person to everything about me, and it doesn't make me feel that great in myself. So the majority of these people I follow do have a massive impact on my life, and the people who do, like influencers, I'm not going to mention any names because I don't want what I'm saying to have a bad, you know, to look badly on the people that I'm following, but a lot of these people that I do follow are the reason behind this video, if that makes sense. Yeah. So the majority of these people I do have a massive impact on my life. They have flat tummies, clear skin, and perfect makeup, hair, big boobs, big bum, big lips, you know, all of that. And I think that has been something that has been making me feel very self-conscious because I've been comparing myself to these amazing people. And just before I start, I'm not trying to take away from these people that I follow. I'm not trying to drag them or anything like that. And there are some amazing people on social media as well who are very honest and real, but the reality is that a lot of people are not honest and real about these things. So yes, I have found that I've been comparing them to me. I've been looking at my boobs and comparing them with some people who have big boobs, and I've been like, my boobs aren't big enough. And you know, some influencers, not going to mention any names, who used to represent us small titty people have gone and gotten boob jobs, and I have mixed opinions on that. And it's kind of made me feel, because there's been so many people who've gone and gotten boob jobs, and it's been making me feel a bit insecure, if I'm being honest, because I'm like, well, you know, you used to talk about how you used to love having small boobs and used to make fun of it and, you know, that sort of way and represent it in a nice way, and then you go and get a boob job, and that's another topic. I'm not going to hate on someone for getting a boob job. Everyone does themselves, you know, do whatever you want. But I would just be a bit concerned about the message that that sends to young people as well. So that did make me feel a bit bad, because I was like, if I could have the opportunity to get a boob job, would I actually get one? Do you know, would I consider it? And I was looking at my body and thinking that I wasn't enough, you know. And the same with my lips. I think after Kylie Jenner got her lips done, I began to look at my lips and I was like, wow, I actually have quite small lips, and I just felt very self-conscious of them. And I thought, like before Kylie Jenner got her lips done, I didn't really take any notice to my lips, and I thought, okay, grand. But then after she got them done, I was like, whoa. And it did make me feel a little bit insecure, if I'm being honest. And I did feel I did overline my lips, and I did, you know, use lipstick and stuff like that. And it did make me feel insecure, and still does sometimes, but I've come to kind of just to love them even though they're small, you know. Yeah. Another aspect is makeup. I have followed so many makeup channels and Instagram accounts and tried to get my makeup as good as theirs, and it's still obviously not, like, but I think everyone is trying to follow makeup trends and everything trends, that they're losing their own identity as themselves. So many people aren't like, they aren't like trying to create their own things. They're just trying to follow what everyone else does, and it's a little bit bad, you know. We're all trying to have the same makeup, and it's like, if you don't have perfect makeup, then you're not, people will laugh at your makeup and stuff like that, and it's a bit bad. And the same with fashion as well. So we're trying to become someone else, and it's not healthy. Exactly, we're losing our identity, we're losing our own self to become somebody else, and I think it's too extreme. We all have our flaws, and we are not perfect, but we have perfect imperfections. People do not look perfect all of the time. This is something I stress. You know, somebody can post a photo, let's say Kylie Jenner, I'll just use Kylie Jenner. I said I wasn't going to name names, but anyway, Kylie Jenner, for example, she could post a photo and look absolutely beautiful, but people aren't, I'm not taking away from her beauty either, but people don't consider, or might not consider the fact when comparing it to themselves, that she may have used Facetune or filters or perfect lighting, and that can make a massive difference. Even sitting here, I have a ring light right in front of me to make me look better, and I think it's little things like that you know are coming into people's lives, and I think it's getting a little bit out of control, you know, but people are becoming more aware of their appearance and and they want to look their very best all of the time. But I think people, they can take a picture of somebody, I'm just going to use Kylie Jenner again, they can take a photo of Kylie Jenner and compare it to themselves if they're not feeling great on a day that they've no makeup on, they don't feel great and all of that, and it's just you're comparing your life, which you know so much about, to a tiny aspect of what other people choose to show you of their life, and it just makes a massive difference. And I think that would be a massive negative effect, especially on young people. And I do think that social media is beginning to have a negative effect on young people. Young people are beginning to look at social media and think, why I don't have this, I don't look like this. I think that does need to change a little bit, because we all have different bodies and we all have different everything. We have, you know, we're all different, whereas we're all trying to be manufactured to be the same. And I just think it's getting a little bit crazy. Roughly around last July, I began, as in a year ago, I began to work out and focus on myself and to lose weight and stuff, but I did that for myself. And I suppose what happened was I looked on social media and I saw people with really flat tummies, and I was like, oh, I really want that. And it was something that I really wanted. And I did all of this exercising and eating as clean as I possibly could to try and replicate, you know, to feel better in myself. And at this point, I still didn't feel great, because every time I'd see people who looked, even though I did lose a little bit of weight and I toned up, I still in myself was not the same as, I'm not going to name any names, but I wasn't the same as these people, and I kept trying to do it and I lost my own self. And I think, you know, you don't have to have abs or a flat tummy. You know, you don't have to if you don't want to. If you want to, that's fine, but you do not have to. And I think people are losing that, they're getting so caught up on what they have to be that they're not thinking of what they want to be, you know? And I think it's getting hard. And personally, I'm going to keep going, but I'm not going to look like a supermodel, you know, and that's fine, that's me, you know. And I think so that is the effect that social media has had on my body. It's made me like try out different hairstyles and do different things and work out and consider getting a boob job and a lip job and all that stuff, a lip fillers and stuff. And it's even considered me wanting to whiten my teeth. Now, I don't have naturally white teeth. They're just, I mean, they're not terrible, they're just not great. But on social media, when I be seeing like the Kardashians or whatever with extremely white teeth, I begin to think that mine are disgusting because I don't have their pearly white teeth, and it did make me feel bad. But somebody once told me, you know, you don't have to have crystal white teeth. If you look after your teeth and just have them as clean and healthy as possible, then that's all that matters, and I think that's very important. Social media and influencers often make me feel like I am not enough and that my body isn't sexy or attractive. I think the key thing is difference. When I see a difference compared to my body and another body, I begin to think that mine isn't attractive because it's not being resembled or it's not being represented, or like with stretch marks and stuff. And there are people who do represent it, you know, there's so many accounts that represent that, and that is brilliant. But still, mainstream media is ignoring the fact that we all have different bodies, and it's really beginning to piss me off a little bit. And it did make me feel like I wasn't enough and that I wasn't sexy or attractive, you know. Whereas like everybody likes different things, you know. There are people who like people who are curvy or who are slimmer, you know. Everyone likes different things, and you do not have to be the exact same as somebody else. And what world are we living in? We're living in a world that is trying to get everybody to look the same, or to think that they have to look the same. Self-confidence is going down, self-esteem is going down, and it's not good. There are so many different body types, shapes and sizes. We are all beautiful in our own ways. If you want to change your body, do it for the right reasons, but don't... Oh my god. Kira! You scared the shit out of me! In our own way. If you want to change your body, do it for the right reasons, but don't do it because you feel like you have to do it to look good. Do it because you want to, and you really do want to change. I think that was the reason why I was so successful, or as successful as I could have been with my toning up, because I wanted to do it for myself. I wanted to look in the mirror and feel attractive, you know. I wanted to wear a bikini and feel confident. I did that for myself. And the next section I wanted to talk about is the lifestyle aspect. So social media is the place where we look at what our friends are doing, we look at what celebrities are doing, just to get an insight as to what they're doing in their lives. I feel like by looking at social media, let me just try and word this correctly. People show what they want to show. You know, they have control of every little thing that they show. So you could look at somebody's Instagram and see them doing all these great things, going to concerts, going on nights out, going on dates with their boyfriends or girlfriends, going on holidays all the time. And you see that because that's what they choose for you to see. And you can also see like what they're doing jobs wise, or what they're doing in school, or you know, all those little things. And you can begin to feel a little bit like shit, because you're like, well, I'm not doing this, or if I am, I'm not doing it to the same extent. And I think that is kind of tarnishing people's views of their lives. Yeah, so when I look at social media, I feel like everyone has their shit together, because everyone seems to have their shit together. They know what they're gonna do. They look amazing all the time. Their life looks so amazing and perfect, when in reality it might not be. People choose what they want you to see, you know. Like, for example, I'm just gonna, oh, it's so sore. If, for example, let's just say I come home one day and I was had a really bad day at school, and I was just spending the whole evening crying and not feeling great, I would not take a photo of myself and be like, oh, I just did this, you know. Whereas I might post a throwback of when I was at Ed Sheeran, or when I took a fitness, well, I say fitness very lightly, if I took a fitness photo of me feeling great and post that instead, and you could think, oh wow, Fiona feels great about herself. But in reality, I don't, you know. I feel pressured to have a great and successful life like the people I follow, career-wise and materialistic things. As I'm not doing enough compared to other people my age, I see people my age doing so much, going to concerts, having amazing jobs, doing amazing things in college, and all that. And I feel like I'm not doing enough because I'm not as successful as these people. yeah, they take lots of pictures of what they're doing and everything seems perfect. However, that is not the case. For example, you don't know what someone else is going through. You don't know if they could have family issues, they could have mental health problems, they could have health problems. You don't know, you don't know unless someone shows you, and that's just the scary thing. You know everything about yourself. You can overanalyze every little thing about you, but you will never know what goes on in someone else's head. Even if you two are like two peas in a pod, you could be like two peas in a pod with your boyfriend or girlfriend or your sister, and yet you will still not know every single thing about them. So I think people need to stop comparing themselves to other people, even though it's incredibly hard to do that. Social media is where people decide to upload what they want to. I get pressured by looking at other people's social media and knowing what they're doing in their life. I feel pressured to do the same things, and I feel pressured to have the same lifestyle as another person. And when I think about what other people are doing, I feel like my life isn't good enough and that it's not worth it, and it's just it creates all of these little scenarios in my head of comparing myself to people, and it's not good. I can imagine I'm not the only person that feels like this. I compare it like such little trivial things, like the amount of money somebody makes, the amount of flipping clothes someone has, or makeup someone has, expensive brands someone has, and it's all of these little things that are just not even worth thinking about. I think we're becoming so materialistic. I think sometimes I just come home from school, or I just come home from a day in town, and I'm so I'm buzzing, like I'm just, in all of these, you're so busy, you're just kind of thinking and stuff, and you come home and you just have time to chill, and you just think about everybody and how we're becoming so materialistic and kind of selfish, there's people who have nothing. One man's trash is another man's wealth, or something like that. There's a better way of saying that. One man's trash is another man's treasure. One man's trash is another man's treasure. That was what I was trying to go for there. Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, we don't appreciate the things that we have. I find myself looking at people who are gone on holiday, and sorry, I didn't mean to roll my eyes. If I rolled my eyes, that's so bad. Going on holiday and they're doing these amazing things, and I'm like, but yet I don't appreciate what I have, because there could be somebody looking at my life and think that I have a brilliant life, when in my eyes I don't, because there's always things I want, but I don't need them. That's what and I think people are just becoming so caught up in being the best that they can, that they're just forgetting to appreciate what they have. And yeah, I am in no way saying that social media is horrible and blah 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 blah. I love social media. I use social media as my platform to express myself, and I absolutely love YouTube and all of that, and I've made videos on that and stuff. So it would be very hypocritical of me to say that, because I love social media and I'm always on social media, but it has impacted me in different ways, and it has made me more self-conscious and all of that stuff. But I think it's about becoming stronger as a person and realizing that social media is literally, like, you see about 10% of somebody's life. That's literally it. Even you could be best friends with somebody and have no idea what's going on in their life, and if social media is the exact same thing, if not more intense, because you don't know what's going on in somebody else's life. And sometimes people are so caught up in social media, they don't even know what's going on in their own life. They've missing time with friends and family and all of that, and it's just, I think it's becoming very extreme. People need to just kind of step away and realize that there's so much more to life, and I think, I just don't, like, I know how social media made me feel about my body confidence and all of that stuff, and I just can't imagine anyone else feeling the same way, looking through Instagram, seeing this perfect model, me being like, I just eating like 10 slices of pizza and just feeling like poop, So I think, as well as social media being great, of course it's great, but there are also some drawbacks to it, and people feeling insecure, self-esteem going down, and all of that stuff, But again, it's great, and I love social media. There are so many positive people on social media. I'll just give you a name a few who are just so bloody real. Melanie Murphy, Hannah Witten, Zoella, even Zoe's so real with everything, Shane Dawson, who else? Riyadh Khalif. There's so many more, but it's just my head's on a blank. But there's so many very positive people on social media who post body confidence and all of that. And it's about being real to yourself. Don't get caught up in social media. It can be fun and games, but it's dangerous to think that your life has to be great all of the time. And I think that you have to look the same as somebody else. So I do love social media, but of course there are drawbacks, and that was all I wanted to say. I do believe it is taking over a little bit though, and people need to reevaluate and all of that stuff, but I don't know. But that is all I had to say on it. I hope I did an okay job at explaining what I was trying to say up here, you know. It's very weird. But thank you so much for watching. If you have any if you would like to add anything to this, please leave a comment below and let me know. And if you want to, again, if you want me to film anything else, let me know. And don't forget that you are beautiful, loved, and you do not have to be anybody on social media. You can be yourself. And that, I think, the best accounts on social media are the ones who are themselves and not just posting when they look sexy and all of that. They're the ones who post the days they don't feel great. You know what I mean? That's all I wanted to say. If you do want to give me a cheeky follow on social media, you can do that too. I don't mind. But yeah, my link's in the description box. I hope you have a good day, and just do you, you know? I will see you very soon with another video. Bye. Hi guys, I know I ended the video, but I did want to show you something. So literally, this is less than 5 minutes after I finished the video. I have my makeup off, into some comfy clothes. You know, I just wanted to show you this to show that, like, what you see online isn't always true. Like, I did do my makeup and stuff, and I did put on a nice top to look good for that video. Literally, this is me 95% of the time with my hair looking more puffy than this. So, you know, just don't believe what you see on the internet all the time. Now, if you excuse me, I have an episode of Love Island to catch up on. Bye, guys.